welcome to Area 51 and a half. I am your host, John Allen, also known as Spooky Uncle John. With me, as always, is my co-host and producer,
Snyderman 501 Nick Snyder.
And this is our very first video, Nick.
It is.
Yeah. Our new series, which we are calling Area 51 and a half Trailer Trash.
Indeed.
Nick, explain to me what the hell we're doing.
So what we're doing essentially is a trailer reaction video.
Okay.
So we're going to watch a trailer, a brand new trailer, and we're going to react to it.
Okay.
And then afterwards, we'll give our thoughts on the trailer, how we think the movie's going to go.
Okay.
So our first trailer is Scream 6.
Okay.
So let's get started on that.
So what do you think about using the money
Of course
we
we get an
by
ad.
switching our insurance to Bel Air Direct to finally splurge on some
privacy blinds?
The ad I give a 0.
The ad I give a 0 to.
Switch your insurance to Bel Air Direct and save.
Oh, those
It's
mascots.
that simple.
Yeah.
All right, Scream 6, here we go. New York.
You got a problem here, guy?
Bald guy's gonna get murked.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh, man. Oh, man.
I have never seen Ghostface do that.
No. Wow.
That's a neat new mask.
Ooh. It looks grimy. It works. It works for New York. It works for New York. Oh my.
I had this
okay.
secret. There was a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us.
Oh, that's
We
a cool
share
shot.
certain history.
This isn't like any other Ghostface.
What is this place? A shrine. We've got a lord.
What?
We execute him. Hello?
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Oh.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gale. I'm something different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking head. Woo.
Oh,
You
man.
want me. So let's finish this. Guys?
Huh.
Nice Easter eggs there with all of the
Yeah.
iconic masks and things.
That is...
You know, I might actually like this Scream.
Yeah, it looks... Okay, it looks intense. The trailer looks so intense.
Like, I have to be honest. I'm going to be honest here, aliens. I haven't really enjoyed the Scream series past number 3.
Well, even then, 3.
3 was kind of fun in a way because it had, like, Lance Henriksen and Carrie Fisher
yeah.
and Jenny McCarthy. So you had all this really... And it was out of Westboro and it was in L.A., right? So this is not anything new that they're doing. It's not like they're... You know, like they're taking it to a different location. So it's nothing new there. But I really like the mask. Jenna Ortega is a hot new it girl right now.
Yeah, and she's fantastic.
So it's got that going for it. They brought back Gale Weathers.
Yep.
Although, here's the thing with trailers, and I've always said this. They always show too much. They show probably some of the best scenes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so by the time I get there, I mean, I do want to see how the scenes play out. But by the time we see this movie, you know, I really wish that they would do trailers that don't show quite so much.
I agree with you on that. I'm going to talk about another movie for a moment, but I watched the trailer for 65, and that is not how I would advertise a movie like that, because they make it very clear he's on prehistoric Earth. He is going up against dinosaurs. I would have had it show Adam Driver crash landing on the planet and just showing shadows and little pieces of the monsters.
Yeah.
to pique people's interest, and then people going, "Oh my gosh, this is a dinosaur movie!"
Yeah, one of the best trailers I've ever seen, and I use this as an example, exactly what you're talking about, was the teaser trailer for Hannibal. You know, we all knew Silence of the Lambs. We were all familiar with what Hannibal does. And it was just this black screen that words came on and said, you know the rules. Don't approach the glass. Don't, all the rules that apply to Hannibal.
Yeah.
And then it shows Anthony Hopkins from Silence of the Lambs in the cage and that wicked smile that he gave.
Yeah.
And it's like Hannibal. And I'm like, I'm in.
Right?
That's all I needed.
Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
And I do think that is the case for trailers.
So let's talk about this one. I am not the hugest Scream fan. It is not my favorite franchise. But for the first time I have seen, probably since the first Scream, which I did like. I did like very much. Probably since the first Scream, this is a Scream trailer that has me going, I kind of do want to see that in theaters.
Well, I remember watching the trailer for Scream 5 and just being like, this looks good.
Yeah, because now I hope that the teaser in there where they say it's a different Ghostface, this is completely different. I hope that they are true to their word on that, because a lot of the Scooby-Doo endings of the Scream thing are what makes it suffer.
That line gives me a pause of kind of caution.
Right.
Because my worry when they say that is, are they going a supernatural route with this? Which this series is not about that. That's not what this series needs to be. So
because we don't want something like Halloween Ends, where we had this trailer, then this whole narrative and this whole promise of this big showdown between Laurie and Michael. And they did give us that in the last 10 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
And it was a completely different thing, and that's why Halloween fans are ticked. Yeah.
So, my question for you, John.
Yeah.
The trailer. Does it make you want to see this in theater?
Yeah, it really does.
Same here.
It really does. Because, and I'll tell you why. First of all, out of all the characters from Scream, I know that Neve Campbell Sydney is the final girl and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I've always liked Gale Weathers as a co-star final girl for that. So the fact that Gale is still in this, I don't really care about Sydney, because it kind of got to a point of almost stupidity of all the trauma and all the things that she had to do. And number 3, it's like, it was always so contrived as to who the killer was, right?
Oh, man.
And so I know I'm probably in the minority, if not alone, on this. I think it can survive nicely without Neve Campbell.
I do too.
Jenna Ortega, that's always a positive. And picking up right where 5 left off. Yeah. It's still fresh in our minds. I hope it hasn't been rushed, because they do tend to do that with movies sometimes.
Especially slashers.
Yeah.
So I'm totally in for this movie.
Yeah, I'm going to cross my fingers on it. I'm going to cross my fingers. I would like them to help me love the Scream series again, because, again, I liked 1. Clearly, it was a great meta thing that Wes Craven did. Set up all the tropes, all the rules, made fun of it. Had a great cast, just a fantastic cast of young actors, most of who were getting known. It was their sort of start.
So one of my favorite things about the movie is not actually about the movie. I love the advertising for the original Scream, because they made you think that Drew Barrymore was the star of this thing. Right. And she gets killed in the first 10 minutes.
Right, which is
absolutely brilliant.
Which harkens back to the whole thing with Psycho, where you think that Marion Crane is the final girl or something like that, and it's like, your leading lady just got murked in like the first 45 minutes of the film.
And that's how you properly subvert expectation.
Yeah. So I think that the expectation has been subverted for me, because I was sitting there rolling my eyes going, here we go, another bad Scream movie, and it looks like it would actually be very good. Hayden Panettiere is coming back as Kirby. Yeah. I'm kind of going to wonder what they're doing about that, because we were talking about this last night before we saw the trailer. I don't really remember. I remember that she gave a standout performance, but she was also with Emma Roberts, who also gave a standout performance. Yeah. It's just that the scripting towards that, and it just becomes so goofy. But I'm trying to remember the importance of Kirby and what happened to her at the end of that, because obviously she survived, But why are they dragging her back in other than fan service?
Kirby, as far as I remember, again, Scream 4 is not my favorite movie. Just trying to remember, and I didn't watch that long
It's
ago.
probably my it's probably my least favorite.
She was the movie buff.
Right. Which they always have to have one in there, right?
Yeah.
And, just as we're wrapping up this video, because we don't want it to be too long. Spoiler alert. Why the hell did they have to kill off Dewey in the last one? I hated that.
Yeah,
just saying.
I mean, if David Arquette wanted out, he wanted out.
I know, but just saying.
But
just saying.
I'm looking forward to this one.
So am I. And just one final question before we leave. What the hell are you wearing on your head?
Oh, this is part of our official Area 51.5 merchandise.
Uh-huh.
It is a knitted hat made by my girlfriend Jill.
Uh-huh.
We're still working out pricing on them, but when we have them ready and available, we'll put them up on social media and our site.
Okay.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. You want one too?
Not quite that style, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to shovel snow in.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, John, send us home.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again.